With Tage Thompson of UConn at the 2016 NHL Scouting Combine. Tage, first off, coming to this kind of event, I'm just wondering whether you feel like life experience is on your side. You've lived in Alaska. You've now been obviously on the East Coast for the last several years. Your dad played in the National Hockey League. Has probably been able to give you some idea of what's coming. Do you feel like you were as prepared for this type of event as you possibly could?
Yeah, I think it's probably the most prepared I could have been. Being at UConn, our strength program there is obviously top end, and training up there for the past month, I think definitely helped me coming in, and obviously, moving around and stuff helped, just be a little more, friendly and vocal out there, and I think that kind of calmed the nerves a little bit.
What appealed to you most about taking the NCAA Division I path?
I'd say playing against older guys. Obviously, I'm a little bit underdeveloped physically, and I think I need a little more time to, fill my frame out. And I think college is the best option for that. Playing against older guys and play less games, but work out a lot more. So I think that was the best path for me.
You're one of the prospects here, and there's quite a few, but the range of where you could be selected seems all over the place. Everywhere from late first round to late third round. Does that, factor at all into your mindset coming in when you sit down with teams?
No, I think you just, show up and, in your meetings, you just try to be yourself, and, in the testing, just give it your best. And, I don't think they're looking to see how many pull-ups or push-ups or bench or whatever you can do. I think it's more of an indication of where you're at right now and your effort level. I think, the range is, obviously big, like you said, but try not to think about that too much. Obviously, a lot can happen leading up to draft day, and you never know until you're drafted. So,
you're a goal scorer, especially on the power play where you're lethal. Did you have to establish at any point during the interview process, look, I know you know my dad, but I'm not that kind of player?
I think that it's a little bit of a topic at times, but I think I have a little bit of his bite in me. I think that's somewhat in my game, but like you said, a little bit of a different player than my father, obviously. So
well, especially in NCAA, you can't afford to have too much bite in your game, or you're sitting a whole weekend.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
So when it's addressed, well, he doesn't maybe have what his dad had inside him. Is that what the next couple of years are going to be about, proving that you've got a little edge to your game as well as the offensive upside?
Yeah, I think so. I'm filling out my frame, and I think, I have the bite in me, and like you said, just trying to stay out of the box. The team needs me on the ice, and trying to be as physical as possible, but, staying disciplined.
Do you have any preferences? Your dad's a Calgary guy, drafted by the Kings. Edmonton has 3 third-round picks.
No preferences. Obviously, my goal is to play in the NHL, and whatever team's drafting me and giving me the best opportunity is where I'm going to go.
I know when I knew you many years ago, Malkin was your guy. Is he still your guy? Is that a guy that you kind of pattern your own game after?
I'd say so. I think he was my favorite player growing up. Just loved his creativity out there and the way he plays the game. I think I'm a similar player to him. I would say Jamie Benn and Jeff Carter, some other guys I play a little more similar to, a little more physical than Malkin maybe.
That's Tage Thompson, part of a sizable American contingent here at the 2016 NHL Scouting Combine.